My favorite Tim Allen movie? The Santa Claus.
Ha! Ha ha ha. Ah cha cha. Damn it. Alright.
Oh my god, there's still another hour.
And a half.
What? No.
Well,
10 at most.
hour 20 looking at the thing. Fortunately,
Well, according to this,
my
an
timer did
hour-
not stop after I lost internet connectivity. Wow, somebody broke something.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Oh, I think it's my neighbors up on their third floor roof. Yeah, it is. Yep, nothing like a nice 11 a.m. beer.
Oh yeah, you and your weird East Coast time zone.
Well, the people next door to us, it's a rental property with like a bunch of musicians living there, including some guy who does like reggae covers of Justin Bieber songs.
Huh.
On the other side of my house, just to make sure that it makes it as easy as possible for everybody to locate wherever the hell I am, there is a mummers facility, and they are always fucking practicing.
Huh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to eat this fucking cheesesteak and throw some batteries in my sports heroes. Gabagool!
The
Hey!
batteries were thrown at Santa, actually. They threw
No,
a...
those were the snowballs. And apparently that was a drunk person that ran onto the field dressed like Santa? Still,
that
that
changes
does-
nothing.
I mean, it kind of makes it, all the more perplexing why that was the response instead of somebody jumping down there to tackle him. But, you know, whatever. Who am I to judge? What would I have done if I was there? Probably
Throwing
nothing.
batteries at Santa.
It happened 20-some years before I was born.
See, but your sports heroes, you throw beers at them. For them.
And they do a one-handed catch.
And then drink it. What a legend.
I don't think I could really describe the atmosphere any better than it was a weekday, and people were wandering around drinking openly and getting super drunk and super high at 8 in the morning, including in my neighborhood, which is a good distance away from where the festivities were. It's any wonder that I survived.
Hey, speaking of, the demon drink.
Huh. Molotov cocktail.
Translate.
Something...
I'm gay and I love you.
Wow. He has an interesting way of showing it.
Why can we not be together? You are my lover. Prostrate yourself before me.
This is pretty much like watching a daytime soap.
I feel like I'm watching Jane the Virgin.
Hello, sir. Hola, gringo. You are the bounty hunter, huh? Have you found your prey yet? No, sir. Perhaps you come to hunt me, huh? Your country loves to make trouble in
Why
mine.
can't you be like your siblings and just go take a nap, you dumbass dickbag?
Tie you to a horse and let it drag you around
Cute
town.
kitties.
So
Let the
mean to
dogs
cat.
fight you, huh?
I don't mean to be mean, they just make it so easy. Well, this one is a little Hellraiser.
I'd say the same thing. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Nothing more. Your politics are...
I'll have to post it as soon as I dig it up, but we have a wonderful video of him running up to the large cat downstairs, staying maybe 2 inches away from her and trying to play with her shit. Not her physical, like, feces, like her cat toys.
You know anything about
Yeah.
what I'm looking for?
And she just wails on him.
Father was a borracho.
But he doesn't understand that that's not playing.
Land cultivated by my uncle. Men like that, natural allies for Reyes. My people have lived and worked here for
Look at this guy's great shoulder pad.
civilization.
You mean his epaulets?
They're like.
Is that what they're called?
drinks on 'em.
The French, yeah.
Man, they don't move at all. It's impressive.
Yeah, you're supposed to. They're coated with semen. A lot of semen. They're actually moving a little bit.
DeSantis
A
semen?
pull means shoulders.
Oh.
That's a pull. Shino.
Please get the cord out of your mouth.
DeSantis, his eyes are all over the place. He's got
pretty
some. He's got some achophobia. One eye
It's a
looking
pretty
at
sweet
ya.
hipster mustache he's got there. Is he from
One eye.
Brooklyn?
One eye looking at ya. One eye's looking for ya. Heh.
Need to go over there.
Striking X says he wants to wipe this guy's face.
Help in any way I can.
Oh, poor guy.
Only want these boot keys for keyboard. Base control. Window.
Translate.
Back to our lover's quarrel.
Oh,
No
interesting.
ping pong today. I'm tired.
Please pull your penis out for me right now. It needs some.
Oh jeez.
There is an odd curvature to it caused by rickets.
Landon Ricketts?
So I finally
Interesting.
met
Yes.
Derek Jeter.
The
He
story
certainly lives up
gets
to his
deeper
reputation.
into his
Only
butt.
that most can't handle
no.
power.
Heh.
That is not appropriate for June 9th. How are we all celebrating June 9th?
I'm gonna go buy
Heh.
a bunch of
Heh.
You're gonna go buy a jacket later, you said?
No, bunch of stuff.
Look,
for
I don't know
traveling.
the fella. Just saying. That's how he treats his own men.
How exciting.
I might buy some frames later. That'll be exciting.
Some what?
Frames.
For glasses or for pictures?
For pictures, among other things.
Pictures of glasses frames.
That's how I'm spending 6-9. Oh, hey, there's a familiar looking rock formation.
Snow or
I kind of want to mark this spot on my map so that I don't forget it later.
yeah, do it.
Gonna do it.
You shouldn't do it, it's a fool's errand.
So it looks like it's about there. So later we will find some treasure, hopefully. And now we're racing, so what was going on with Reshiram? Oh shit! I was following the wrong thing. Okay.
In a way, his words calmed and comforted, giving him a sense of serenity that relaxed the atmosphere. The human approached him little by little until he touched his fur, caressing it gently. Reshiram relaxed and sighed, relieved. You see, I'm not going to hurt you. Finally, the dragon smiled and spoke to him. Thank you, human. I thought you wanted to take advantage of me too. There was a sudden silence in which the man was left to check. And after a few seconds, with a face of enormous amazement,
Guess
he
we ain't
murmured,
taking any prisoners.
"You
then.
have spoken?" "Yes, although telepathically, of course," revealed Reshiram.
Of course.
Tell what? Reshiram preferred not to talk about it again, realizing the obvious.
You mean
Weird ass.
think
Star
about it
Fox
again?
fanfiction.
This is Pokemon fan fiction. Pokemon
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. Yes. Pokemon Red.
By the
Dead
way,
Redemption.
Sorry if I'm very curious, but I have so many questions. Normal. Me too, answered Reshiram. What are you? I'm a white dragon. The true white dragon. My name is Reshiram. The aforementioned one appeared. My name is John Marston. John Marston, Reshiram repeated, as if assimilating the words. Oh, and you, Reshiram. Strange name, commented John. Well, there are even stranger names. Have you heard of what? That's not in the fan fiction. Sorry, but I need to know. Where exactly am I? You are in the territory of West Elizabeth, United States, the most industrialized place on this side of the border. What?
I feel like John wouldn't really care about the industrialization of West
Has
Elizabeth.
he been to New York?
West Elizabeth, New Jersey?
No, West Elizabeth is the final area of this game. It's where the town of Blackwater is.
Oh. Is that where the Pirates of Blackwater lie? No, wait, that's Darkwater. Fuck!
The dragon was silent for a moment, weighing the information, although it's John's turn to ask. And tell me, Reshiram, did you come? The cowboy asked. Reshiram told him all about the strange phenomenon that brought him to that strange world. Once informed, John opined about it. Well, little story. It's hard to believe.
Coffee's
that's
not for
what
kiddies, not unless you're Garfield.
It feels
Ah.
weird to be here. I just want to go back to my home, muttered Reshiram, rueful. John somehow understood his feeling and spoke. I know how you feel. I feel that way too. I am separated from my family by a force majeure, and I know what that is. Really? Reshiram asked. Of course. It is the feeling of oppression, impotence, of knowing that you cannot do anything and pushed by circumstances.
What?
It is unsettling. But even so, this encourages me to keep going, to recover what they have taken from me, so that I can't do his accent. I mean, I'm not really trying at this point. When I try-
Reshiram's accent?
No, John's accent.
John.
Turns out too southern when I try. So that everything could be as it was. That's all I want, John muttered, aware of what he was talking about. Reshiram was quite surprised by his words. For a moment, he could see it. He was facing a man who was chasing and fiercely truth and reality. He knew what the situation was, whatever it was, and he faced it, no matter how painful it was. It was the same kind of strength that he defended, and for which he struggled. The truth and reality. The knowledge that what we have before us, the pure and harsh reality. The truth is in front of us, Reshiram murmured, with great clarity. How? John asked, surprised. No, nothing. My things, the dragon muttered. At that moment, many cries were heard that resounded throughout the basin, cries that cried out for Reshiram, and something from his head. Oh no, they're coming for you, John objected. Why, I have not done anything wrong. I suppose you'll be fierce, although, you see, you're not even that, defended John. Screams were becoming more audible, a clear sign that they were close. Run, go. Before they see you, hide in the mountains. Yes, but where? Inquired Reshiram. Look, uphill there are some very uneven rocks. Behind them are several ledges that can be climbed. Follow the path until you meet an old mine. Turn left and climb to the top of the hill.
There's a
side of that
lemon behind that lemon-shaped rock.
Is the steepest part of the Nekati Rock and the most difficult to access. There you will not find there being so many brown bears. Wait, explained John in detail. Brown bears? What are brown bears? The screams were getting closer.
Just
It's
think
not
like an
bad.
Ursaring or something.
Stop chewing on my headphones.
It does not matter. I'm sure you'll see them on the way. See there? You'll be sure, insisted John. You will come to see me? Yes, as soon as I can, John promised. Could you bring me something to eat? I'm dying of hunger, he asked Reshiram. Wait, what?
Wait,
Okay, come on, go now, said the cowboy insisted.
go on. Get out of here, you big dumb animal.
Can't you see? Nobody wants you.
Glorp, you want to know where my pipe is? Or I should know where I know. Make sure I know where my pipe is? You mean my dick? What? I'm sorry, continue. I'm just very confused.
I don't think these are the same blue-purple caps. But maybe they are. Who knows, man?
Time to find more gold.
Yay.
Whoop.
Let's see. Reshiram took off quickly, and in 2 seconds he was not even seen leaving despite his large size. At that moment, a large group of people appeared and approached John. Hey, here, sir, have you seen by chance a huge white beast flying through the sky? Asked one. Well, no, certainly. What's that, some riddle? It's impossible that I have not seen it. It's bigger than a house, exclaimed one of the men in the group.
Wow.
Are you sure about that? We have to
The only
We
way
have
to take it
find
down,
her.
boys, is you
Surely
gotta...
it is very dangerous, insisted the first to speak. Most definitely. I've been fishing on the dock and I have not seen anything in the hole, John said. He's gone south too, suggested the person. It is possible. Take care, sir. The beast could kill you in the least carelessness, advised the first man. I will always take care of myself. that they have luck finding their beast, murmured John. Mob left, and John breathed at ease. At least they would not find Reshiram. Phew, how many chapters of this are there? God,
What a riveting story.
indeed. Don't think they're gonna bone.
Is there a Garfield pipe thing I'm unaware of?
Yes.
Is that from the thing last week?
Yeah.
Trim your claws again, you little asshole.
It's from Lasagna Cat.
And the frankly amazing fanfic from last week.
Indeed.
Did it finally cover the disappearance of John's roommate from the 1970s?
Lyman.
I think he was murdered.
Oh, cool. Those were banditos, so that counted as the bandito attacking Mexico scrap.
Cool.
That is a tough one for me, for some reason.
Because it involves skill and having to do things?
More or less, yeah, actually.
Bam!
Sure.
Fucking gotcha.
Very accurate assessment of my... Actually, no, it's very random when those attacks will happen. And I actually had a plan for an area where I've gotten them to happen consistently, but now I don't have to worry about it.
I think it's great that they have you on a mission where you're supposed to take down the Frito Bandito. We've suffered under the terrible yoke of that racist advertisement character for far too long.
Annoyed?
That as well.
I'll try to avoid him.
The only Noid I'm aware of are the... Sure.
You broke up there, so
Yeah, I'll never know what
I'll never know what was so funny because you were breaking up there for a minute.
I said, the only Noids I'm aware of are the ones in this chat right now.
damn.
Ha, damn. I have been owned, forsooth.
Maybe I'll just get like 3 sets of these for almost the same price and mix and match my own design.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I boring you?
Yep.
Oh, alright. We're making
looked
some
at the
good
top of the
progress
s-
this time, though. So
I looked at the top of the screen and I thought it said, let's play Red Dead Redemption for 14 years. I realized, nope, that says viewers.
Are those the
Got
super
it.
expensive ones you were talking about, Glorp? Those are the bad quality ones, though, right? From that company. Also, I think they might be too translucent from the I read.
Mr. Mercer, ride with us. We've been betrayed.
I'm pretty sure that line was in one of the trailers, guys.
Then we'll find the man you seek. Come.
What line?
Mr. Marston, ride with us. We've been betrayed.
Vamos.
Okay. Betrayed in a Rockstar game, or I guess a mini video game.
In a Red Dead variety of game. I don't know. I don't know if any betrayal happens in Revolver, but probably does. Perhaps we'll find out if I do that after this thing.
Maybe that game considers it a betrayal if, like, your gun jams or something.
Alright, Fasty, you stay there. Don't follow me. Ah, I remember this mission. And when it's done, I'm gonna do the minigame I'm the worst at. If it's
Hooray.
available. Yeah.
I didn't realize they made a minigame version of Red Dead Redemption.
So, we are riding to the opposite side of the map. I think there might be some things that pop up on the way there, but now would be a good time for Pokemon Red Dead Redemption, perchance,
Okay.
if you want to.
The Pokemon was fast enough to avoid being seen, or it was easy to find the road since it was well defined, as John said. Near the old mine, he found the peak that he mentioned, and on the other side, he located a small notch in the rock, with which he could work without many problems. With attacks such as slashing, Dragoliento, or Llama Fusion, he was able to excavate a long cave where he could take refuge in case of emergency, or something similar. From the top of the peak, you could see a fortress well guarded between the mountains, but there was no danger of being seen. The cave that had been made was on the other side of the slope. Even so, he always entertained himself observing the humans that swarmed nearby. There were always many, and they kept going from one place to another. Reshiram? Yes, here. And this cave? I do not remember there being such a long one apart from the line, called the cowboy, carrying a torch with him and a cloth bag on his back. I made it by drilling the rock, Reshiram announced. Really? Wow. I brought you something. As I do not know what you eat exactly, but I took a little of everything. Cheese, meat, bread, fruit, explained John. Well, it's edible. It's worth it. He was so hungry he could even eat a tree. He hurriedly immediately what brought him, remaining completely satisfied.
Okay.
John watched him eat while smoking a cigarette, although in a moment hugged him. How cold it is up here. Frisquilo, nothing more, murmured Reshiram. Don't know what that means. An untranslated word.
But you're
Yes.
our local Spanish speaker. You're supposed to translate. Come on. Step it up.
Yes. Clear, it speaks for you. With that coat to pass cold little, observed the cowboy. He went outside and Reshiram followed him. They saw from the other side of the great fortress. I was hoping that they would hug, so John wouldn't be so cold. What is that fortress? Inquired Reshiram. It's Kachine. It was part of the reserve of West Elizabeth native, but an old friend of mine, Dutch Vanderland, appropriated it and corrupted the natives, making them fight for their ideals. It's destroyed them inside, explained
I'm
John.
sorry, Dutch Vanderland?
Yep,
Vanderland.
that's a character. Dutch Vanderland. He is a character. He was the
Okay.
leader of the gang that John Marston used to ride with, and will be featured prominently in Red Dead Redemption 2. Perhaps we will learn more about this mysterious man as we progress through the game. Slowly.
These ones on eBay have translucent keys. They say they're backlit, but I don't know what that means.
And DeSanta is not talking. I think this might be one that I can skip to destination, but how far along are we? Oh god, we are... yeah, okay. Yeah, we're like not even halfway.
The single appointment of the word made the dragon nod, remembering the counterpart. If Zekrom were here, he would probably get on very well with that Dutch guy.
Why does Zekrom have to be the evil one? Zekrom looks like... oh no.
He knows that I'm here, and at any moment be put in movement, followed John with the explanations. I suppose that I will have generated certain expectation, objected Reshiram immediately. You can swear. Look, this short run of Blackwater Ledger has been edited a few hours later, he announced, taking out a new number. What is he talking about? On the cover could read... oh, it's a newspaper. A dangerous white dragon appears. Extreme precaution. Next to it was a charcoal drawing of him, more or less faithful to his image, but with variations that did not correspond to his figure. Why do they put me like a bloody dragon? I have not even...
I thought you was the
I
same
suppose
way.
because of the appearance, but they do not know you as I do. You show that panda of ignorant people. What?
You know, this story is, it's slowly
Holes
building
here.
up their relationship, which is, something you don't really get in Slashfic too often.
I
appreciate it. Like, they usually just jump straight in. You don't get this, you know, the small
I'm sure
things.
you're the expert, Miss
It's-
Oyster.
Yeah, come on, Missile Waster. Really, you ever heard of foreplay?
Like, the building of the relationship is the important part. Come on.
Yeah, and I'm saying that there's plenty of slash fic that has.
No, there's not. You're lying to me.
Alright, well, fuck off.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Thank God we
Oh
got
no,
that
I'm
out
not
of the way.
defensive about this at all. I don't care.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, whatever.
Let's see. If you show that panda of ignorant people who have nothing to fear with you, they may leave you alone. Yeah, but how do I do it? John was silent for a moment, thoughtful, and then spoke. Donate to know through good deeds. Help people who need it. Always give you the best you have. I did it that way, and the truth is that it worked for me. Good deeds, the Pokemon repeated. That's right. In West Elizabeth you may not find much, but in New Austin and in Mexico, there are always problems along the roads. The Old West is dying, and I suppose it tries to survive by all means. But there you have it. Behind the plains, an unstoppable industrialization is approaching. In a few years, there will be nothing left on the border. I have assumed it, explained John. Reshiram observed the landscape beyond, past the tall pines. You could see the plains of the Great Plains, and, at the bottom of it all, Blackwater on the banks of the Flatiron Lake. I see. It's okay. I'll try. Tomorrow, I'll get to it. Accepted Reshiram with challenge. Accepted Reshiram the challenge. Well, if you need me, look for me here. I'm not going to move from West Elizabeth. Goodbye, Reshiram. Goodbye, John Marston. Good deeds. He did not trust humans too much. They have always taught him not to trust the good of others. Although the current situation made him replanted, he needed to be well with the people of this place. It was not convenient for him to be at odds with them. He also did not know when he would return home, and he might be there for a while. However, John was a good man, and you could tell he could be trusted. And if he could trust John, then he could trust others. And here begins the first crossover of this story. If there is someone who has not played Red Dead Redemption, or do not intend to do it, do not worry. I have thought about you. I will explain little by little the background of the story, to put the less well-placed. If you intend to play, in that case, I would advise you to stop reading and finish before this story, because I will go in parallel to the events before the end of the end itself. So yes, there will be spoilers, and you know, whoever warns is not a traitor. When I first conceived this story, I looked for heroes, whether for movies or video games, that fit as closely as possible to the vision of reality and truth professed Reshiram. And something in my brain jumped right away, with John being the first to appear. Although I have no intention of getting involved with the canon in the game, much less, my main intention with this story is to complement the others in some way, but with the addition that is Reshiram, while expanding and working the relationship of these select ones characters with the White Dragon, which will help the respective heroes as moments of each story. That is all for now. The part has been written for a long time, but I will upload all the chapters little by little, so that they will be acclimatized well in those who read, comment, leave reviews, and all that. We read! Jesus.
Here's my review. It stinks.
Hang on, I found another one here that I think we might find interesting. Gordon Marsden's brother John. Never mind.
There's so many chapters.
You don't have to read all of it, dude.
I'm not going to. I'll
Okay.
go back and see what other crossovers.
Counterpoint, you need to read all of it. Dude.
Silent Hill.
Like, wait, Red Dead and Silent Hill?
It's about Jack Marston now.
Oh,
Jack Marsden says, these hills are too quiet. What's
I'm
up
just
with
gonna
that?
Say John instead of Jack.
that's his name anyway, so.
Yeah. Summer 1915. The year has been lonely. The rain poured from the rooftop, only to be caught in the buckets that surrounded the house located. The rain was all that John thought could fill in his heart. He was lonely. He had no family, no friends, and no hope. All he had was the burden of the farm. His eyes lifted from the book he was reading. In the distance, horses passed the arches. He felt something hit in his nerves. 20 horses left marks on his walkway. Men in uniform approached the house. Luckily, John was able to run into the house in time, grab his possessions, and hopefully back.
You're rapidly, possibly going to spoil stuff again.
No.
Said that there was going to be some spoilers. They gave us a heads up. They're not a
Everyone
traitor.
knows what you've done. The year has been quiet. All John had was the horse he shared a feat of. He placed his gun strap around his back, bidding farewell to his longtime home. John jumped onto the Kentucky Saddler. He rode past the trees in hope he wouldn't have been spotted. He rode through the tall trees, making his way out of the law. Jack rode through the slippery cracks to travel north. He passed
Kentucky
the border.
Saddler. Kentucky Saddler, so it's Fasty!
Yay, Fasty!
Spoilers, Fasty survives the whole game.
Friend, what's up? Says this guy. A killer like you deserves fine women and wine.
I need some information, DeSanta.
All in good time. My man and I will finish our business here and we can talk about Escalera.
Oh, jeez, what a fun game.
I need some answers, Captain.
Go get drunk, go get a woman! Enjoy life! It's a beautiful struggle!
Oh, that's a weird laugh.